May I say this on the record here? And this is directly to the mayor. You know why New Yorkers are pissed off? You know why New Yorkers are doing what they are doing? Because you're not treating them like they are part of this city. Let me explain this one more time on this channel. And let me apologize what I'm about to say that might hurt someone's feelings or a group of folks' feelings. Okay? As a documentarian, I'm going to say it clearly as day. I'm not even going to sugarcoat what policies are in place. As an American taxpayer, you should be obligated to receive services. I don't mean food services, I mean all services. If you are falling in and out of hard times and you're paying all this tax money, where is that tax money going to? And where is it going to help me or help that person in need get to what they need to do in order to get out of the situation they are in? But instead, the mayor wants to provide immigrants that are coming from Texas. Now, these folks are absolutely victims as well. They are in the middle of a fucking red and blue state game war. Actually, this is a politician game that these politicians are playing. And they're right in the center of it all. But we are the spectators, the people that pay taxes, watching this unfold and letting our city officials do what the hell they want with our taxpayer money. You know what people in San Francisco are doing in the Castro district? Since the city doesn't want to address the homeless problem, the robberies, they are withholding their taxes. You should do the same. Why? Because it makes no sense that this mayor is providing people that are not legally supposed to be in this country. I literally fought my ass off to get my status. And I pay as much taxes as anyone else. And you're giving free food vouchers and hotels to people that never work a day in their life in this country. And as I said, I might hurt some feelings, but think about what I'm about to say next. They are victims too. They don't know. They think they're going to a better place. No, you're being fooled. And I want all the Mexican families that are coming from Texas or to know that you're being played by both parties. And some of us sees it, and we know what this is about. This is a politician game. And this is why I said, when the mayor was asked, why don't you provide the homeless in your own city? Once taxpayers of this city or once this country, why don't you provide them housing and necessities? Oh, you built a new building in the Bronx. First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, I did my research, and not everyone wants to go to the Bronx. Everyone knows that the Bronx is not the ideal place, but sometimes you have to live in an idealist place in order to survive, right? But if you are homeless and you know the streets, and you know that, yeah, going to those facilities is a bad idea in that part of town, I'm going to probably check my chances down here and wait on this long-ass waiting line for housing that takes 10, 12 years. It's just bogus that people have to live in shelters that feel like jails, prisons, mind you, not jail cells, but prisons that are designed like prisons. Look at the way they format the whole shelter system. Look how they formatted it. Just look, if you go to a homeless shelter, look how it's built. It's built like a prison. This country has a thing about putting people in poverty into shackles. This country loves putting people in poverty into shackles. That's what that is. Now, you can preach all you want and say, Panther, what's wrong with you? I'm sitting here and I'm a sick man. I caught a bleeding ulcer because this city. I've been a victim of robbery twice in this city. And all I'm seeing is no improvements, but improvements in these really upscale neighborhoods. That's fucking funny. You're not built in anything, but in the Bronx, a woman just fell through her own apartment to her basement, through her own bathroom while she was in the tub, taking a bath or a shower. And the floor just collapsed right underneath her. And she went through her apartment, through a basement. Yeah, exactly my point. You care about the wealth, but you don't care about the people. I'm sorry, but the people make this city what it is. You gotta care about them too, even the homeless. They come first before someone off a bus that another government wants to decide to send. Like, wait, I got people with problems here that need this taxpayer money to go back into the city. It does not make no sense. It does not make sense, but you're giving it away. Just like, let's be honest, U.S. government is giving away free weapons. I thought U.S. is not supposed to be participating in any enduring wars, but you know, people want to have allies. But that's what makes conflict. When you stick your nose into shit sometimes, and this is what's going on in the States with these two red and blue states. They stick it in their nose in someone else's business, and then now Eric Adams is sticking his nose in the governor's business, and now there's a fight. You got a mayor that is literally not in 8 months in office yet, he's just getting his feet wet. And look at him. I can see through his eyes. He's tired. He's frustrated. He has no idea what to do. He's trying to come up with strategies. Look at him, mumbling his words sometimes. Do you have your own personal speaker for you, Mr. Eric Adams? I have nothing against you, sir. But when I asked you a question, you never answered because you were afraid that you'd be told correctly. Just because you would be a transit cop of the city, you lived in the city. Well, I lived in the city too with my wife years ago, and we left because of the problems. I come back to visit, and I get more problems. You really think I owe it to you? No, I owe it to the people that actually literally treated me with respect in this city. But you, sir, are not thinking about in your office of leaderships, are not thinking about the people that are already here. So with that said, everyone, I'm just sharing my thoughts about how while the mayor and his political attack at the governor of Texas is literally causing you, New Yorkers, taxpayer money to house civilians from another country that legally crossed this country illegally, while we are suffering and we are paying the price. And as a homeless person, as of right now, I'm paying that price. And you are paying that price too. So you should be concerned. And as I said in the beginning of this video, you should be doing what people in San Francisco are doing. If the city doesn't want to fix its problem, then withhold your taxes. That's the best advice I can give you right now. Because you have an obligation. That's your right. As small businesses, as people that pay taxes, you have a right to complain. If it doesn't suit, then you should bond together. You should act together. That makes you stronger. And the mayor cannot fight that because it's one versus the whole city. So with that said, everyone, take what I just said with a grain of salt.